I'm really gung-ho about getting my music out there and not wasting the time I've been given. So now that the album's out, it's really crunch time for me. And I want to get signed. And I think that, given the chance, I can be signed. I'm going on tour. I'm playing a lot of bigger shows, and it's daunting, but I'd rather take on the challenge than not, because it would upset me so much to know that I had a chance and I didn't do it. Like, that would kill me. I would never be able to go through life and be happy knowing that I was so close and I was like, oh no, I'm tired. So whatever comes my way, I'm ready to face it and willing and able. Just here's hoping. I had a violin teacher in junior high named Mr. Skerzick, and I had him for about 3.5 years. My mom called me up a couple of months ago, and she was like, oh, I heard Mr. Skerzick passed away. And I was like, oh, that's so sad, because, I've really been thinking about him lately, and I was even thinking about writing a song about him, and, and then I felt really moved to do so. I was like, well, it'd be a good time and to commemorate how much he meant to me, musicianship-wise. So I wrote this song, and I played it around a couple shows, and then my friend Sarah, who lived in the same town that he did, came up to visit one weekend, and I played it for her. She was like, oh, well, it's a nice song, and I was like, oh, you don't like it? And she's like, oh, no, Mr. Skerzick was at church with me last Sunday, so not dead, to make the story short, but I still play it because it's, I don't know, it meant a lot, the message doesn't change, just the deadness does, I guess. But he meant a lot to me. I had a lot of musical mentors as I was growing up, but I think he really instilled the practice in me. And then he was so good at what he did, and it blew my mind. But he was so good at getting me to pay attention and to do my homework and to really strive for excellence in a way that I hadn't been pushed before. And, it really sent me over the hump of, I'm just kind of interested in it, to it, like, this is amazing status. It's like, I can't get enough of music after taking lessons from him. And so, my mom has always been there, and my grandma has always been there. I had lots of musical teachers other than that who inspired me in different ways, but he was like the turning point for me. And so that's why he's historically important.
When I was younger, I just read books to myself. Then you said, here's a bow, here's a string, let's entertain ourselves. You had history and knowledge, Lord, you must have had some patience. So, thanks, Mr. Skerzick, for getting me into all that I know how to do, and all I have I wouldn't unless you had opened up a world that I had never seen, and guided me, opened up a world that I had never seen, and guided me. Drove up the hillside just to see if you were home, but the door was locked, so I went and knocked at your neighbors who lived next door. he said, oh, I think he's passed on, that he's reached the pearly gates. Sorry, Mr. Skerzick, it appears I must too late. This is all that I know how to do. All I have, I wouldn't unless you had opened up a world that I'd never seen. Guided me, opened up a world that I'd never seen, and guided me. I'd like to thank my mother, I'd like to thank my mom, I'd like to thank you, Mr. LaPierre. But if it comes down to one person, then there's just one name that's hurting to be said. So I'll take this time to share. Thanks, Mr. Skerzick. Thanks, Mr. Skerzick, for opening a world that I've never seen, and guiding me, opening a world that I'd never seen, and guiding me. Thanks. And if I were to sing my heart out for you, I don't know what notes I'd use, and how would I know if you'd even be in the audience? 'Cause the show's filling up and the seats that